In 2016, Leicester City won the Premier League just 2 years after being promoted to the top tier of English football. Led by manager Claudio Ranieri, Leicester pulled off one of the biggest sporting upsets of all time. Last year in America, an ice hockey team achieved a similarly incredible feat. In their inaugural NHL season, the Vegas Golden Knights made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals.
I know it was a soccer team the other year that surprised everyone and won the championship leagues. You know, it was something like that. They were never expected to win that, and neither were we. So for us to accomplish what we did last year was an amazing run.
I think that our team and the season that we had last year was a really good story for the NHL. It had been 17 years since the league had expanded, so we were the first expansion team in a long time. I think it was exciting for hockey fans really all over to see how well our team did.
The Golden Knights were founded in Las Vegas in 2017 by American multi-millionaire Bill Foley. The city is considered the home of entertainment, but it was without a major ice hockey, American football or baseball franchise until the Golden Knights came to town. Despite being situated in the desert, Las Vegas has proven to be the perfect location for this ice hockey team. Long-term Vegas resident Derek Engeland is the Golden Knights co-captain.
Having met a lot of people in this city, you knew there was a fan base here. And you know, I don't think I would have expected it to take off as quickly as it has, but you know, you can't go anywhere in the city, no matter where you go, without seeing something with Knights on it, or a shirt or a hat, or you know, license plates, everything. So it's great to see, and hopefully we can keep building the fan base and you know, youth hockey here.
At the start of June 2017, head coach Gerard Gallant set about building his team in the expansion draft. Every NHL side were allowed to protect up to 11 players. Anyone not protected was open to transfer. The Knights drafted 30 players. Many of them were dismissed by journalists as players who'd failed to live up to their potential elsewhere. But those men had a point to prove. Kelly McCrimmon is the assistant general manager.
When you start a brand new team, there's no entitlement, there's no hierarchy of past seasons. It's a brand new, fresh start, clean slate for every single player.
It didn't matter who in the lineup. Everyone was just playing for one another, and no one cared about anything else. You know, we wanted to win for us, we wanted to win for the city.
I think Gerard really trusts the players and let them play their way through things, gave them a chance to be better players than they had been, gave them a chance to you know, to do more.
You know, it didn't matter if you were making league minimum or the biggest ticket on the team. You just went out and worked, and you know, we got results that way.
The Knights got more points than any other expansion team in NHL history, winning the Pacific Division and the Western Conference Finals in the process. They made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they were eventually beaten by the Washington Capitals.
We started winning games and kept winning, and you know, we just kept rolling. And by Christmas time, you know, when we played the Penguins in Tampa Bay, the powerhouses in the East, and won those games, it I think turned a lot of heads, and guys in our room believed we could do a lot of damage in the playoffs if we could get there.
It was kind of surreal. Like, we didn't even expect to win like 30 games all year, and somehow we make the playoff, and we swept first round. We had a good battle in second round, and we played in the third round, and probably one of the best teams in the NHL. I think at that time was definitely the best, and I mean, it was just a great moment, and I mean, it was. At the same time, you weren't even thinking. You were just going and like surfed the wave, and it was just awesome, I think.
The side's incredible run can be tracked back to a tragic incident that occurred just 5 days before the team's season opener. At a Vegas music festival, a lone shooter killed 58 people and injured over 850 more in the deadliest mass shooting committed by an individual in US history. In the aftermath, several of the Golden Knights players became blood donors and sought to repair the city with their performances.
We're no like police officer, firemen, or medical guys. I mean, we're nothing special. We're just people guys that come in a city that we don't know, and we wanted to help the city, and we kind of got the feeling that when we started winning, we were helping the city to heal, and we just kept going that direction, and I think it was just a good love story.
Ice hockey galvanized the city. Every goal and victory gave the people of Las Vegas something to cheer about. For most matches, the T-Mobile Arena was sold out. It was no coincidence that the Golden Knights registered more home points than any other team in the NHL.
Fans are just amazing. People don't realize it until you actually witness a home game and you see that there's unbelievable atmosphere and chemistry in the city with us and them, and I mean it's just a great experience.
Oh, it's huge. You know, you go out in warm-up and the atmosphere is probably better in warm-up than a lot of the buildings in the league. So to see that, it just gets you fired up.
When the fans are when they get us going, so I mean they definitely put it special for us, and we get goosebumps and more energy off it, definitely.
When Trans World Sport were in town, the Golden Knights swept aside the Nashville Predators by 5-1. Such emphatic victories secured their place in the playoffs for the Pacific Division title for the second successive season. They narrowly lost out to the San Jose Sharks in the final game of those playoffs, but the Golden Knights have established themselves as one of the NHL's strongest teams.
Well, we want to be one of the premier organizations in the league, and that's what we work on every day. We're into year 2 now, so the shine of the inaugural season and the excitement that came with it, those are in the past, and we're like every other team. We're trying to get better.
Like our owner said, beginning of the year, we don't want to have a winning team. We want to have a winning franchise. So that's something that I take a lot of pride to be in right now. And I definitely think there's a lot of good things coming up for us.